Level 3. Chief. You can't sleep the night before a push, so you walk the ship. You end up at the belt, the long row of frozen hell divers curving away into the dark of the hull. You stood in this exact spot your first week aboard. The suits are the same, but the faces aren't. You ask the democracy officer about it the next day. You think it through first, then ask casually, like you don't really care what he says. He smiles like you've asked a wonderful question. Reserves, he says. Readiness. Every one of them a volunteer, every one of them an honor to carry. Then he claps you on the shoulder blade and calls you chief. It's the warmest anyone has spoken to you in months. So you let it go. On a mission, you find a note in the dirt, half burned, a few lines in a hand that wasn't a soldier's. Something about a son who never came home, and a question about what he actually died for. And you keep moving. They promote you to Space Chief Prime the same week, a title so long the terminal abbreviates it. There's a fresh set of armor waiting for you. You put it on. It fits. It always does. Level 4. Death Captain. They give you a title with death in the name. Now the recruits go quiet when you walk past them. They think it means you've done something they haven't. But it only means you've come back more times than they have. One night you try to remember the name you had before you enlisted. Your mother's face, the street you grew up on. It's still there, but it's getting harder to hear over everything they've put in your head since. And one of these times, you won't reach for it at all. A cadet asks you in the drop bay if it hurts, the dying. You tell her the truth. You don't remember dying. It's quick. The important part is what you're dying for. She nods once and pulls her helmet down. 40 minutes later, you watch a stranger climb out of her pod wearing the same cape. That night, you pull up your own service record, something you've never had a reason to do. Your enlistment date, your commendations, your drops listed by planet. And a column you've never seen before, a tidy little number, filed under a heading the ministry calls Times Reinforced. You look at it for a long time. It's more than one. A lot more. You close the terminal, and you never open that page again. Level 5. Marshal. There's a ceremony of sorts. Your number, the one they use instead of a name now, gets read over the ship's speakers alongside a list of the fallen, and you're named a marshal for valor. The list of the fallen is no longer than last week's, and some of those names were you. An earlier you, a drop or two back. You've started to see how it works. The title climbs, and the day stays flat. You're a marshal, and you still queue for the same pod and die the same 40 minutes into another fight for E710, the fuel Super Earth renders down from the enemy dead. You've stopped letting yourself think about how small a life that is to trade for it. The doubt doesn't even finish. It's easy now. The question starts. The words to shut it down are already there. And you barely notice you did it. Super Earth made you. Super Earth gave you a purpose worth more than the quiet little life you can barely remember wanting. You repeat it until it's true again. And mostly it holds. You're promoted to a Star Marshal a week later. You pull a fresh cape off the rack before the drop, clean and stiff. Exactly like the first one they ever gave you. Level 6. Admiral. They make you an admiral, and you drop into a swamp. But there's no fleet. You half expected one, some ship with your name on it, and a chair to sit in. What you get is a mission on a moon that doesn't have a name, only a number, and gray water up to your chest. You hold your rifle over your head to keep it dry and keep walking. That's the day you make Admiral. Then the titles start coming faster than you can care about them. Skull Admiral, Fleet Admiral. Then one you have to read twice. Admirable Admiral. 2 words that mean the same thing, because they've run out of real ones to give you. Same voice every time, telling you you've earned it. You just note the new word and get back to it. You used to write letters home in your head on the way down. You've stopped. Last time you tried, it came out sounding like something off a recruitment screen, even the part about home. So you keep on walking. Level 7.